Did I always have an elevator? Today, I've made a few careful adjustments and installed a few little mods. So now when we want to destroy a house, we can destroy a house. And anything else that gravity feels partial to. I can already tell that I'm gonna like this mod because I can hurl giant moons at whatever I want, and I could probably throw a lot of them. This is gonna get fun fast. And my computer is not going to like the result of this one little bit. It's great though. I just let a few of those loose in the world and pretty much everything gets destroyed. I don't need to have any input whatsoever. I never did look around this level, but it turns out there's not much to break anyway, so we'll do what we can and move on. Just for a little bit of added flair. Level 1, complete. Where is that thing going? I think I broke the game already. I mean, I'm happy with the result. It's just usually I have to do a lot more before this kind of thing happens. Stop doing that. Oh, it's gonna be hard to hit now. We got a moving target. It's somewhere down there now. The truck realized what was about to happen and just left the game. I don't blame it. Now, I did make a small adjustment to some of the vehicles in the game. I'm just not really sure which ones it was. This one feels normal, so we won't waste any time with that one. I think the moon is going to be my new multi-tool. When I can't get into a building, I throw a moon at it, which gives me a pretty big door. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure we're going to know when we find the right car. I thought it might have been this one. It's not, so I know which one it is. I suspect that this one is considered a sports car. Though so far it's fast, but not as fast as I turned it up to. So I may need to make a few more little adjustments, but definitely not before seeing what a moon does to Gordon's house. I'm gonna have so much fun with these. I'm gonna throw them everywhere. 3 of them about stops the game from working, but they make a great addition to any mansion. Okay, so where these really shine is if you throw them straight up in the air, they go up with a lot of force. And especially if they don't get interrupted by anything, they'll come down with a lot of force also. Which is a nice surprise for anyone. After messing with a few things, I've realized I probably need to be in the custom level where I was messing with it. But look at the car. It just does an endless burnout and even warps into different dimensions. And also gets stuck super easily if you crash it into the edge of the map. Basically, all I did was turn its top speed and acceleration way up. And that's why I can't hold traction. But it will go very fast if we give it enough space. Then we could probably crash it into a building at high speed and it will go right on through like a bullet. Maybe not. I had higher hopes for you. We're gonna need to make some adjustments. One moon really does a number on these cars, which kind of gives me an idea. And that's that I should line up all the vehicles on the level and then throw a moon at them. I can already tell that this is a great idea. I never know how far away to stand with the moons. It seems like they spawn in at different locations. That kinda hit the edge, but don't worry, we can quick load in to make sure we get maximum impact every time. Like, is it better to stand further back? Now the moons are going to the left. Last time they were going to the right. I don't know what to make of these things. They're a bit of a wild card. I just want one really good direct hit on all of them. They do hit with a lot of force though. Like, look how far that one thing went. What if I land a moon on top of them? Does that work? Is it coming back? There it is. Oh, that was weak. And yeah, it's still better just to throw them. Yes, the modders have been very busy already, and I love it. There's even an underground. Do you think we could fit a moon in there? Probably. Wow, the game did not like that. Can it run me over? What happens? Hello? Oh, I'm on top of the moon now. Of course I am. Okay, go, moon. Gotta get it in the hole. The game really doesn't like the moon diving into those spots because it's a lot to think about apparently. Because it kind of freezes for a second once the moon makes impact for some reason. It's funny because I downloaded more mods for sure, but I've already forgotten what they were because I'm having so much fun with my moon. But I do need bigger things to throw and bigger bombs. Easy now, don't break the game yet. Yeah, it does not like getting into that house. Why is there a fire? Well, that's probably not the worst thing that's gonna happen today. Go, moon, go! That's kind of a very cinematic shot, really. So, if you throw one straight down, I don't know what's happening. There it is. That one looks like it took a good bite out of things. The fire is going strong. I think one more moon might actually finish off this little house. I had no idea Minecraft was so violent. My tree, what happened? Alright, well let's see what happens if we throw like 10 moons up. I think they all smash together into one sort of super moon. The game's not gonna like that when that comes back down. Oh, or I could just die. That's probably better. The game chooses to kill me rather than itself. I think it's safe to say my work here on this one is done, at least for now. I made a few adjustments to a few things. I doubt any vehicle in this area is gonna be very happy. This one so far doesn't seem so bad. Maybe I accidentally adjusted the van. Seems to be having trouble holding traction for some reason. Through the building we go, through the shelving, through the wall. Yeah, I like this little upgrade. It's definitely a little bit quicker and goes with a lot more weight. and go right through the walls and no problem. Wonder what it thinks of other vehicles. Mixed results. But I'm not really here for this thing after all. This little work of art I've once again readjusted, so let's see how it goes. First test. It's flipping over for some reason because it can turn so sharp. Might have gone a little heavy on the grip. And now this is happening. I'm not sure what we did, but I might have gone a bit much on some of those adjustments. No, we're good though. Nope, never mind. The car is stopped. Right, so as long as we don't turn, we'll be fine. I think it's actually destroying the pavement below it. Or something. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, it keeps diving into the pavement. You know why? Because I put its friction too high. I needed it to get traction, so I slammed it into the ground with air, but this is the result of that. Let's just unstuck it from the wall, and then we'll try it again. Basically, it's acting like it's super heavy and crushing into the pavement. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to make the car just a little less prone to gravity. Made a few more adjustments, but I've just realized that the game recommends going between like 0 and 1 for most of these, and I'm going like 500 to 1,000. So I feel like this is going to work out pretty well. Though I'm not really sure what's happening now. The car can't really move. Unless you go in reverse. Wow, that was impressive. I doubt you guys even saw that, but watch this. Car in forwards doesn't want to go anywhere. It's going to be difficult about it, but you hit reverse and it flies into the wall for some reason. So let's try that again, but let's see if we can point it. Oh. I didn't even put it in reverse that time. It just did that by itself. There's something wrong with my car, and I don't really know what it is. Oh, there we go. Out of the building and flying away. It doesn't like backwards for some reason. Or forwards. Or gravity. Or reality. I'm no expert, but it seems to be struggling to interact with the ground. I've never looked at this level before. A nice little island, a large castle, and lots of very flammable looking houses. And I feel like these fragile houses are very susceptible to moons. I can tell by the way the game is struggling that they are in fact susceptible to moons. That's kind of cool, the way it just bores its way on into the house. You're welcome. I'm just making homes for moons. There's just something so satisfying about this game. Just being able to throw moons at stuff, destroy everything, watch it all unfold. They think a castle is gonna keep me out? They have no idea what they're up against. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get your house, but when you're dealing with moons, you know, they actually tried to lock me out. So let's take out their trees. Whoops. That one might have spawned a little bit into the wall. But that'll probably actually let me in if it doesn't kill me. Yeah, look at that. I can jump right in. It's so weird how they spawn in. Like, you expect them to spawn in front of you, but they come from beside you, so they do weird things like that. Please land on the house. Ooh, right up into the tower. That's kind of cool. And it's stuck. Hopefully I can still get up there. Very sorry about that. Absolutely did not mean to hit your tower with my moon. Probably something important in this chest. Whoops. That did kind of give me access to the roof. Never mind, that's not good. Well, there we go. I made it to the roof. Well, it's pretty obvious what we need to do from here. Throw giant moons at everything. I can hear my computer fan working very hard right now. Don't worry, it'll get a break soon. Or maybe it won't. It's nice when they get to roll away at the end because they take a bunch of stuff with it. They're very good at rolling and breaking stuff. That's gonna be a good one. Wow, that one actually hopped. Think I can get one in the same hole again? Pretty close actually. Okay, ready? Trick shot. Oh, that was pretty dangerous. I almost knocked myself off the tower again. I need to maintain this vantage point for at least a little bit because I want to destroy most of everything. Now, I'm going to try and throw a few moons at once. The game probably isn't going to like it, but I certainly am. The trick is to kind of space them out, otherwise they'll just bunch up. And while they're still in the air, the game doesn't mind it. I might have clicked like 8 times there. My bad. It's gonna be slow, but it's still destruction. These probably are the most destructive thing I've used so far. The pipe bombs are up there, the rockets are up there, but these guys just cause so much damage each. That's a good one. Center of the roof. Now that I think about it, wasn't there a second mission it was just about destruction? Because I could go for one of those right now. I'm kind of in that mood. After maybe just a few more. This is too much fun. If we throw one straight up in that direction, it's gonna go way high up and hopefully come down with a lot of force. I feel sorry for whatever it lands on. Basically just the ground. The game's slowing down a little bit, and you know what? I think I'm about done with this little village anyway. I remember now one of the very first missions on this level. They want me to destroy one of those cabins over there, and I think we're going to be pretty good at that. The one in question is this one here on the end. Now, the first time I ever had this mission, I used one of these, and that simply went something like this. Just drove it on up nice and close. Once I got a little closer, I basically just drove it straight on into it and crashed this thing into the water. That did pretty good, but we're not quite there yet. So maybe a boat is the answer. I was hoping it'd be carrying a little more speed, but this might just finish the job. And kablamo. Yeah, it actually went kind of right on through, not super dramatically. Anyways, the point that I'm really trying to make here is that there's just really no replacement for a good old-fashioned moon. After only one moon, we've done quite a bit of damage. Second moon's a little more carefully placed. That's going well. We'll throw it over this way. Still 5.7 meters too tall. Moon number 3, I believe. We're gonna have to throw it kind of close to ourselves. But that should about knock the whole thing down. A little more to go, but you see the point I'm trying to make? It's really hard to replace a good moon. Demolition complete. That was easy. I just wish they were a little bit easier to aim. But they act pretty nice when they hit the water. I expected a lot more leg. Catch. That's never gonna get old. I need bigger, better moons. Even just heavier ones that I could throw a little bit faster. Because these ones are fun, they hit the buildings, but I want one that goes maybe a little bit further into the buildings. Ooh, what about moon versus explosives? Hit the explosives. Come on, you can do it. There it is. Oh, it didn't even hurt the moon. That big boat definitely loves moons. Here you go, have another. This one's on me. The game is definitely slowing down again, probably because it's dealing with a lot of large planetary bodies drifting around the ocean. It did capsize all the way. How fun. Ooh, it's tough on the bottom too. Boxes are probably breakable. I guess everything's breakable when you throw a moon at it though. Definitely going to have some fun with the things we can create in this game and then destroy. But do you think we finally have the tools we need to tear down this place? I'm not really sure, but if anything can do it, it's the moon. And I've been wondering for a while if there's anything back here. I feel like they put a train in a tunnel for a reason. They did not. Anyways, let's get to work on that guy. I'm just gonna throw moons at the roof until something happens. Oh, they hit each other. That's kind of counterproductive. Oh, it looks like one made it through the front door though. I think the best way to do this is going to be to land them on top like that, because they should crash right on through and break everything falling down. I'm actually getting pretty good with aim on these. The game, not super thrilled. What do you think would happen if I turned on my spam macro and spammed the moons at an alarming rate? Let's find out. Oh, the game doesn't like that one little bit. But I'm going to let this run for a second because it's letting me do it. And I'm going to turn it off now because that was probably 100 moons. I don't know what's happening. It's, oh. I must have pressed tab there. I thought it was going with the moons. I was very confused. I don't know what just happened. My thing's disintegrating. And by thing, I mean computer. The game is still collecting itself, but to be fair, there's a lot of pieces moving. Let's see if we can get a look at the inside before the game crashes altogether, because it's very slow right now. I thought for sure I'd have more than 2 inside. Well, yeah, technically there's 3.5, but you know what I mean. Maybe spawning them on the inside is the way to go, because I can't really see what's breaking, but I can hear a lot of stuff breaking, and that's a good sign. Oh, I forgot to try my new elevator. I don't think it's going to be functioning for a little bit though. The game is getting slower and slower with each and every addition. Especially that one. Gonna try a few moons from upstairs to see what kind of difference that makes. That would take a cool trajectory. I didn't know there's a chimney up there. I would have been trying to knock that thing down. So I feel like the moons are probably gonna get it just by themselves. Okay, let's see if we can knock that thing down. The ultimate challenge. It looks like a moon did hit it at one point. I caught the edge of it there. I kind of started moving because I think I'm standing on a moon right now and that's not really a cool spot to be. But this should about do it. Chimney. Deleted. Perfect. Open air skylight. The game is slowing down to an absolute crawl right now. I can't even fall quickly. I broke gravity now. The map view gives a pretty good summary of what I've done here. Well, let me know what other cult mods are out there. I'm sure there's some cool ones being made every single day.